The boy walked back to the gorilla and sat down on the grass. Dusk had begun to fall while he made his survey, and now it was quite dark. Like a drunken old man, the gorilla snorted and grumbled in his sleep. The boy supposed it was the medicine. Each year about this time, the gorillas at the zoo got a dose of something to protect them from diseases, and it doped them up for a couple of days. That was how he had been able to get this one out of his cage without bringing down the whole zoo. Gorillas could be noisy when alert. The boy smiled down at the black hulk of fur next to him. He looked in awe at the size of this beautiful animal. Gently, he rubbed the gorilla across the back of the neck, and the gorilla snorted, then sighed in complete comfort and abandonment like a huge, sleepy baby. The boy stretched out next to him, laughing out loud. Soon he fell asleep, and as the air got cooler toward the middle of the night, he snuggled closer and closer to the clean, warm fur of the big ape. He slept dreamlessly and greeted the slow, windless dawn with keen anticipation. The gorilla was still asleep, but less peacefully now. The boy thought the medicine must be just about worn off. He stood on the lump of ground over the head of the gorilla and looked in the direction of the zoo buildings and of the building from which he had taken the gorilla. All was quiet. The forest all around was still. He listened intently, waiting. Soon the birds began to chirp, and the wind stirred, moving the leaves. The very air seemed alive. It was like singing or flying, and the body felt exhilarated. He stretched his hands above his head as high as they would go as he greeted the sun, which rose in slow, distant majesty across a misty sky, nudging clouds gently as it made its way. The boy stared straight at the sun through the mist, delighted at the sun-like spots which stayed in his head and danced before his eyes.